while back. Let's play Tales of the Abyss. Man. Last time we got some side quests done. Now that the side quests are done, we are going to be going for the final dungeon. Yeah. I will be leaving the dungeon point to a couple more side quests, but, well, one. And show a little bit of another. But that's about it. So I'll just say at a time. While yes, the final catalyst weapon is here, in the final dungeon. It's for basically a grave, which belonged to Yulia. You use all your immune abilities you got for the game to get to it. And once you get that, you can take all of them to Nebul's Crag in Mount Roniel, near the area where we got the Fight Stone. You'll run to Dis there, and yeah, he's alive. And then you can fight Nebula, who was the first replica Jade created. Try to bring back the professor when he was a kid. Dis was there too. She's basically Abyssian and Kronos. I'm not gonna fight her. If you want to, she's there. Have fun. But like with Nibelheim and Abyssian, you're gonna have to want me to do it for me to finish it, to beat Nebel. Sorry. The next episode is likely the final episode. Next episode. This is an amazing dungeon. Probably one of my favorites games. And to be honest, this part right here reminds me of Castle Oblivion from Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. You ever played that game? Honestly, I think Abyss has gone too far, too long for me. I was hoping to have Abyss done by the end of September, to be honest. But I ended up getting sick, so that kind of went out the window, but oh well. Yeah, because I'll be starting another LP soon. That's going to be for October. But it's just this episode and the next one left, so hey. That's that. Don't get me wrong, I love this game. I really do. But it is time to end it. Goodness, at least I wasn't at the tower. Goodness. Just today, I actually went ahead and recorded the final bit of gameplay. As well. So, Abyss is, I have no more need to open up PSX2 unless I do it for a future LP. Which I have a thought for a future game, but I don't know. Oh no. It's over the key of Lorelei. You really think it's gonna work?
Not going to happen. We've come here to set Lorelei free. I I won't allow anyone to get in the Commandant's way.
Major, do you think the planet's memory needs to be erased too?
I have a feeling she'd say yes.
Of course. What good is free will if the future is decided by the planet's memory? I refuse to accept that my emotions are controlled by the planet's memory. The will of the people should be their own.
Even if you have to destroy the original world to do it?
That's what it seems like.
If the original world is completely under the control of the planet's memory, yes.
Don't you have any attachment to the original world at all? Is there not a single thing left in it you care about?
Anyone would feel some lingering attachment. People always cling to something. But the
God's here.
Commandant lifted me out of loneliness and despair. If this is his wish, then so be it.
Those are your true feelings? Then I've lost all respect for you. You talk about free will, and yet you don't have any of your own.
That's pretty true.
You are not the Knight of Lorelei I looked up to.
I never imagined I would be the one to kill you. It is truly unfortunate.
Yes, it is. I thought at least you would understand.
Tear. And you, replica, the jewel of Lorelei will be ours!
No. Get that. Oh, look, Greta.
Major, where is your own will?
My will shall bring about the Commandant's reformation, and for that, I will eliminate you all!
You will be the one who dies.
Alright, she's beaten. There's our very different futures.
Tear. You got one thing wrong. People don't just lay down their lives for nothing. At least, I didn't. I loved him and his ideals. I was willing to die for him. That is my will. That's Van. Reform this twisted world.
Major.
Tear. Are you okay?
Yes. There's no time for grief now. Let's go.
You never change. It's okay to cry, you know.
Yeah.
I won't cry. Crying won't change anything. If I can't control my emotions,
You're a poor soldier.
Tear wouldn't be Tear if she didn't act tough. Tear needs to be the ideal soldier. Otherwise, in her mind, Legretta's death means nothing. It's one way of overcoming the loss. You all understand Tear a lot better than I do.
that's not true.
Huh?
Never mind, let's go.
Legretta. Yeah. I think Legretta's the weakest of the Godchildrens. Kind of in terms of character. But to be honest, she's not a cartoon villain. Not at all. She's no Cardinal Award. No, she's not. She's a better written character than that. But I just, you know, motivations in the other God Generals, I feel like Legretta's is just a little flimsy, let me be honest. And I guess it's a different approach. I mean, Van screwed her over, got her brother killed. She ended up working for him and fall in love with him instead. Largo was a really good character. He had a really good story. His connection to Talia was well. Largo was really well written. And they all, the God Generals, have one thing in common. They all respect Van. Van helped them out through tough times in their lives. Yes, he manipulated them. But he was also kind to them, including Tyr, Guy. Because like I said before, the goals are the same between the party and Van the God Jones. It's the methods that they disagree on. And it's really well done, really well thought out. And even earlier, I mentioned the grave, where the last catalyst is. If you go there, this grave, it's well tended. There's actually flowers everywhere. Someone was tending to him. That person was Van. Van definitely has a lot of depth. He's not just wahaha, be bad. He's no Volron. Or as I will eternally dub him, Voltron. Most Tales games are written the villain first, and the villain in mind. And you can see that really well in this game. Characters' ideals, how they act, what they do, what happens in the plot, revolves around Van. It does. He is very flawed. He truly thinks he's doing the right thing. He truly thinks that what he's doing will save everything. That people can't live without a predetermined future. That it has to be completely erased in order for people to get free will. He truly thinks that. While Luke and his group agree that, well, people shouldn't be shackled, that's a bad idea, and people should decide for themselves. You don't need to kill everybody for that. It's kind of like Asch said. If he hadn't said that stupid thing about killing everybody. Yeah. And Asch would have stayed by his side. Okay. This is where we are getting to a review, by the way. The whole entire theme of the game, it can be summed up with one of the songs titled The Meaning of Birth. Like, what's it mean to be alive? What's it mean to live? What's it mean to have a purpose or not a purpose? Do you need one? Should you let others control it, or should you strive for your own? Now, I played this game first time back in 2012. It was my second Tales game. And I played it for a year or two, and then I kind of put it down for a long time. And then came back. After playing a few other Tales games. It was so easy. The skits, I'd probably give, honestly, 8 out of 10. Only because I hate to do this, but it has to be deducted points for not being voiced. They were really the same quality as Symphonia's. It had a lot of funny moments and good skits. Yeah, so it's the same quality as Symphonia's skits. I would say this is. Just without the option to have Japanese voiceovers. Unless you patched it in. Music. I'll get to music in a minute. Especially with a song coming out. And a current song. Gameplay, very fluid. Very good. Very fast. It's actually stacked with a lot of helpful combat maneuvers. It's in between Vesperia and Symphonia's combat. The gameplay is. And I think it's perfect, gotta be honest. I know sometimes it's probably hard to tell, but remember, I emulated this on PSX too. There were lag spikes early game due to the emulator. So don't take everything you've seen as the game's actual native combat speed. Like it would be on the normal PS2. I'm thinking about the regular PS2 native. With the combat, honestly, it's a solid 9 out of 10. The only reason it loses 1 point is that it is dated due to the Teleseries combat now. Before Arise. And it was the first time free run was used, which originally was going to be in Symphonia, but they thought it'd be too game breaking. So free run does break combat a little bit. So for that, 9 out of 10 for the combat / gameplay. Yeah, I think I would choose normal gameplay too, out of it than that. Because I love in a Sorcerer's Ring, you can switch whenever you want. That's a beautiful change. It's really welcomed. So yeah. Puzzles are actually pretty good in this game. It's a lot better than just pushing blocks around. I actually like them. Some of them can be tedious and annoying. There's a bit of backtracking. But it's still pretty good puzzles. So 9 out of 10. Yeah, so that gameplay does work too, pretty well. Let's see here. Side quest. But they can have some good rewards. They can be so tedious and annoying and have very pain in the ass cutoff points, or be extremely bloated. If anything, side quests are probably going to be the lowest points I give this game. For how bloated, tedious, and bullshit they are with time limits. And some of them are just not worth it. So side quests, I'll give a 6 out of 10. Because they're not the most broken I've seen. They're terrible. And yes, there's some scores I'm waiting a minute to talk about. Continentals are another one I'm waiting. Okay.
Luke!
Damn it! We could jump in and...
Pause the review for a second.
No! Jade! If he drops out of the running here, he's nothing more than a burden.
Sheesh, man.
But the others are after the Jewel of Lorelei that Luke has.
Yeah, we could lose it.
Precisely. So the enemy must have a safe path leading to Luke's location. Let's go on ahead and look for it.
Luke, please be okay.
Drop out of the sky. Sorry.
Damn it, I don't have time for this. Am I already too late?
Hey, Ash. Just dropping in.
You. What are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. House Fabre must have very stupid genes.
I mean,
Even my replica fell into the same trap. Disgusting.
oh, so you did fall into this trap.
Don't say things like that. It's true! Isn't there any way out?
Looks like we could go for there. You know, for not being loud
One
doors.
of us has to stay here. What are you doing? If only one of us can get out, you should be the one to go. Use the key to free Lorelei. Stop it! Just stop! Are you trying to insult me? No, I'm a replica. My hyperresonance isn't as powerful. If our skill with the sword is equal, then the one who's better in another area should go. Now that you're not just putting yourself down, you're even more irritating.
Ash, come on.
Ash, better in another area? You don't know anything! How can you possibly say that? You couldn't possibly know which of us is better! Either way, I'm... Shut up! Ash, what are you... Only one of us can leave this room. The stronger one will destroy Van. This isn't about hyperresonance or who is or isn't a replica. As two of Van's pupils, we're going to find out who's stronger, who the real Luke is. This is a fight to settle who we are. We're both real. You and I are two different people. Shut up! This isn't about logic. You can't possibly understand how I feel. You stole my past and my future. Now is all the time I have. Now is all I have too. I don't even have a past to lose, but I've still decided that I'm me. It doesn't matter what you think. Here I am. If that's the source of the strength you're talking about, then I won't lose! Well said. I will make those words your last replica!
It tells old tradition. One fights. Yeah. This is our meaning of birth. That's the name of the song. Meaning of birth. Our end of a thought. Our whatever Alpha and Volron are doing. Our Urian Flynn. Our meaning of birth. I was actually pretty happy in this fight. The lag was gone. So you actually got to kind of see the normal speed of this game, actually. Which made me happy in this fight. I could actually go around quick. I like that. Now you do have to win this one. Like the other one fights in the other games. So win. That's why I got Luke ready before battle. I like how this one is as well. The music's pretty good. So I guess I could talk about the music. I didn't remember any of the music coming back to play this game, despite it being my favorite. I didn't remember the music really. I'll say this. There are definitely some forgettable songs in the game. But there is some memorable ones too, like this one. And the dungeon theme version that's going to play after this fight.
Damn it. The original lost to the replica. Take it. Ash,
Uh-oh. We better go.
Stop! Hand over the key of Lorelei!
I'll hold them off. Go! I'll fight with you. Don't be stupid. Are
No,
these guys
Luke.
important right now? Of course not. But if I take the key, you won't have a weapon. I'll just take one from an enemy. Hurry!
Come on, man. Gotta go.
Promise me you'll survive. If you don't, Natalia and I will never stop grieving. Shut up! Fine, I promise. Now go! No time left. I'm going to disappear soon.
Out of the way!
No! Your fight is with me, Ash. No, Luke von Faber. Prepare to die.
That's a really good scene, actually.
Hey!
You're okay.
Here's everyone.
Yeah, Ash helped me.
he doing now?
Holding off the enemy.
Fighting.
Then we should keep going so his efforts won't go to waste.
We're not going to save him?
Asch hates Luke, but he let him go ahead. He must have his reasons.
You're right. But I have a bad feeling about it.
Natalia.
I'm sure it's just my imagination. I'm sorry. Let's go.
The contamination effect, which we learned about, typically means that eventually, not only is a replica weaker, but a replica would eventually be absorbed by the original. Well, I'll just say remember that. Remember that from earlier in the game. Let's continue to music. Most of it was forgettable. I didn't really remember much. And some of it is still forgettable, like a lot of the town themes. The battle themes are really where it's at in this game. Battle themes are amazing. Meaning of Verse is amazing. Yeah. This Final Dungeon theme's amazing, but the Final Dungeon themes are typically pretty good. Well. Not all of them. Not getting in that. That's a review for another one. That's already happened. But yeah, battle themes and Final Dungeon themes, and typically dungeon themes in general, is kind of the Tales series bread and butter. So overall, music I'll give a generous 8 out of 10. I can't remember if that's higher or lower than Symphonia's musical score. But it's pretty good. It's decent. But yeah, I think I feel right with that one. 7 out of 10. Or 8 out of 10. Well, no, 1, 2. Music. No, I think 8 out of 10. That's where I feel comfy at with this. Not a masterpiece of music, don't get me wrong. Not at all. I do think I prefer Symphonia's soundtrack over Abyss's. That's just me. But this is still pretty good. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Voice acting. Pretty good for the most part. The only ones I don't really think are that good were Tears. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, she got Tears can kind of barely emote until near the end here. Mew could get a little grating at times, but better than what happened with Patty. Voice acting I'll give. I think I'm pretty comfy with an 8.5 out of 10. Really good though. Very, very good. Pretty close to a 9 though. Especially Luke. Like, oh my goodness. Luke/Asch, very good. Shades is wonderful. Guys, it's pretty good. Even Natalia's is great. Ines' is pretty good. I'd say an 8.7 out of 10, actually. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty close to a 9. I don't know if I feel right with that one. Because I remember I gave a Rise pretty high for my second score. If I look back, the Rise had 10 out of 10 and 9 out of 10. I think it's the same scale. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. About the same as a Rise, actually, for voice acting. Yeah, I put copy of that. Graphics, this is the other thing we're talking about, have not aged well. Same issue Symphonia had. Graphics have not aged that well. Some areas still look pretty, like the final dungeon here is beautiful. Sephiroth trees are beautiful, even in these old graphics. Even Symphonia had very pretty locations in its old graphics.
The land is being born.
It seems the replication is still in progress.
No, but not to say it's aged the best.
It's just like when I saw Mary's replica. I know it's
There are
a
times it
replica,
looks good.
but the feelings just come rushing out.
Times looks good, times it looks kind of ugly and dated. The graphics.
That's a natural human emotion.
Guy, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I know my homeland lives on only in my memories now.
So I'm gonna give graphics 6.5 out of 10. Gosh, I can't remember what. Well, no. It's really a 6.5 out of 10. I wouldn't feel right going too low. How about this? It's whatever Symphonia was. That's the score for graphics in this game. But maybe a little lower. Only because it hasn't had an HD port. Symphonia's got that behind it. That's got ports that have upped the graphics a little. That's the only reason that's a little higher than this is graphics. I do think this game could kill Symphonia in graphics, 100%. It's just not in this original version. Sorry. So it's whatever Symphonia was, but a little lower. That's the score for graphics in this game. Sorry, I can't remember. That score was, but whatever. Let's continue. Guess we can get to characters. I'll start with some of the weaker ones. And we'll go out.
What is it, Guy?
I'll pause the review for a minute.
This is my...
his house. Oh man.
It really is. It's the remains of my manor.
What? Really?
This is a replica of Hod. I suppose it shouldn't be surprising.
So this really is Hod.
Would you rather not fight, Master Van?
I think he would. Let him fight.
It's not that. I never thought I'd be able to come back. It's a strange feeling.
Yes. This is the first time I've ever been to my homeland.
I can't bring myself to hate Falmacree. I think it could actually do some wonderful things.
That applies to everything. Any tool can be used for wonderful or foolish things.
Even the score.
Luke. Yeah, I think so too. I think maybe Yulia didn't mean for the world to follow the score exactly.
But Yulia hid the seventh phone stone, which has the score of destruction written on it.
People can't stay calm when faced with a score foretelling their death.
Yulia wanted us to overturn the score?
I think that's clear.
That's it. The seventh phonic hymn.
What?
I just remembered the first time I ever learned phonic hymns from Van.
Oh.
He said Yulia wished for people to overturn the score. Yulia loved the world. The phonic hymns are the pact that Yulia offered to Lorelei out of that love.
Sorry.
Van was trying to fulfill Yulia's will by rebuilding the world.
But Lorelei doesn't approve of Van's intent. That's why it's remained dormant within him.
I see. If the phonic hymns are the symbol of the trust between Lorelei and Yulia, then the melody of the phonic hymns may awaken Lorelei.
Van was controlling Lorelei by force. But if Lorelei were to awaken, Even Van would need to concentrate on Lorelei to prevent neural contamination.
Leaving him vulnerable. He might also lose the ability to use Lorelei's power. Tear! You have to sing! Yeah, Tear. If the phonic hymns awaken Lorelei, we can use the key to free it.
But I wonder if I can. I just now remembered the seventh one. I'm not sure if I have the melody, feeling, and lyrics correct.
You've remembered all the other ones correctly so far. Don't worry. I know you can sing it.
And it's not like we have time to stop and worry about it. I'll give it a try.
Alright. Sorry. I remember. Symphonia's graphics were a 6 out of 10. So yeah. I'd probably put Abyss at the same. 6 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah. I feel right about that. But I really like some are hit or miss, some are not the music in this game. Let's get to the characters. But yeah, but that's pretty much all that's in the graphics. Start with my least. I really did not like Bird, Duke Fabra. They're assholes. They're just dicks. Kind of just, no. Petey was an alright NPC. I loved Ion. He was a good NPC. The party members. Annis is still probably my least favorite. Her bratty and kind of bitchy behavior really didn't help. And her money grubbiness. She has her moments. And I get why she's done something she did, like betray us. But I wish she, got a little bit more hell, like Luke did. But I would say I don't hate Annis as much as when I first played the game. And there's Guy. He's a nice guy. That's about it. I'm sorry if Guy's your favorite character.
I didn't expect it to come to this.
I just find Guy kind of bland. Let me be quiet for a minute.
You're the last! Can you hear me, Replica?
No, Ash, look out.
Die!
Oh. Oh, that's brutal. God.
trouble. The rest is up to you.
It's always sad. Oh, remember what I said about contamination effect? The reverse happened.
Asch is dead.
Instead of Ash absorbing Luke,
No! It can't
Luke
be.
absorbed Ash.
Luke, say it's not true.
Talia, let go of us.
Look out! It's a trap!
Shit.
Natalia, we have to run.
I...
Talia.
Natalia!
We won't make it!
Damn it. Not like this.
Talia, you're being a liability.
Asch, help me!
You did.
What happened?
Hyperresonance. No. Second order hyperresonance? Impossible.
What was that power?
I don't know. But the moment I thought about Asch, something in me just...
Because he lives
was
in you.
like when I destroyed Axarius. But I think I can actually control it.
A second order hyperresonance? You've got to be joking.
I see.
Sink.
Even with Yulia's divine protection, power like that could harm Van. You have two choices. Hand over the key and join Van, or die.
I'll beat you.
I choose neither. I'm freeing Lorelei. And to do that, I will defeat Master Van. And you.
just like Ion. Why are you helping a project like this?
I'm not like him. You know that. Ion. The seventh Ion was a naive child. He believed the score was merely one possible choice for the future. But in the end, he couldn't oppose the score. Phone Master Ion will die. That was the planet's memory. Your Ion died like a dog.
Take that back! Now!
No! It's the truth! But Van's plan will destroy Lorelei itself, and with it the seventh phonon. The score will truly vanish.
Do you really hate the score that much?
I was born because the score dictated that Phone Master Ion would die. You already know that I was thrown away once.
That's why you hate the score? Because you were thrown away?
Because I was born. I'm not even a substitute like you. I was born a piece of meat. If the score hadn't existed, I wouldn't have been stuck with this pathetic life.
Are you saying you've gained nothing since you were born?
Not a thing. I'm empty. But it doesn't matter. I didn't care who it was, as long as they would erase the score, the seventh phonon.
Alright, Sync. Or Ash. Well,
I may be inferior, but my power of the seventh phonon is that of the Phone Master.
sad we have to continue onward.
You would know if I unleashed my full power. Let's test it. You or the empty me. Let's see which side this world wants to survive.
Sheesh. I guess I should continue the review. So guy, sorry, he was kind. He's a nice man. He's very fun to be around. But he's also just bland. I'm sorry. I find guy bland. Other than that, I mean, I feel for him. It's a tragic story. All the characters do. Think about it.
Someone who thinks they mean nothing. You sure like to fight.
I like a little more than that's
You should be
about
a
it.
little more honest with yourself before you die.
You will not change me. I stand resolved. I'm tired.
As for the next person, let's talk about Tyr. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm talking about Natalia. Tricked you there, didn't I? Talia can be pretty haughty at first. And no, I don't mean hot, I don't attractive. I'm talking about haughty as an arrogant. A bit self-centered and a bit Asch crazy. And it can get draining at times. However, I do think Talia did grow on me a bit more in this playthrough than she used to be for me. I think she grew on me a little. She's a very kind heart, and she cares for people. She's a good ruler. And when she's not constantly up Ash's ass, she's pretty decent. Pretty good girl. I'll say that Atalia definitely does grow, though, for the story. She does have character development. And she is suddenly a really good, kind of underrated character. She goes through growth. And hell, even Guy did go through growth, technically. And Annis, too. All characters kind of do. Next, after this scene, I'll talk about Tyr. My word, Tyr.
They're all laying down their lives for Master Van's vision.
Yeah, they are.
Don't let them get to you. We're doing the same for ours, right?
Yeah. Asch too.
Asch really is dead, isn't he?
Talia,
Talia, I'm sorry.
I do like what's about
I
to happen.
stayed with him.
What's about to happen, I appreciate a lot. I kind of wish Colette got what's coming to this Talia. I kind of wish. I wish Colette got slapped.
What was that for?
Thank you, Jade.
Your actions have been a nuisance to us all, and to Asch.
That's how I kind of felt about Colette. I'm sorry, no. Talia's better than Colette, 1,000 times.
To Asch?
Asch fought so Luke could kill Van, even if that wasn't his original intention. What you did interfered with that.
Yeah. At least she can come to realize things, which is good. And grow from it.
I'm sorry.
You're free to care about Asch, but you must not forget what you came to do.
Yes, you're right. I'm truly sorry. I'm not the only one who's suffering. Annis and Guy both lost people dear to them. And Tyr must...
Exactly.
Yeah, Tyr.
Jade,
Goodness.
you called that a second order hyperresonance, right?
Yep.
Yes, but the theory behind second order hyperresonance hasn't yet been established. It's said that when two
I'm just gonna start
hyperresonances
talking about it.
interact,
Tyr
they
is a very
neutralize the
good
effects
character.
of all phonons.
She is. She's very knowledgeable. She has a lot of
I don't know what
information
this
to give.
power is,
And then the fighter
but if it
brothers.
is second order
It's pretty
hyperresonance,
sad, and
then it was
she has a good
Asch
heart.
who gave it to me.
kind soul deep down, but she does come off the tough exterior. She was raised by Van, so she doesn't really, a lot she's not sure knowledgeable about.
He and I are the
She's
only ones
kind
who can
of
cause a
in the same boat as
hyperresonance.
Luke, being kind of young when you think about
Yes.
it, until like
Ash is
tears.
inside you. Ash accepted you. And
I
gave
don't
you
think she
his
changed too
power.
much from the beginning of the game, except maybe voiced better towards the end here.
I've got to put up a fight worthy of him.
I do love her,
Guys,
honestly.
lend
game
me your
wouldn't-
strength.
I don't think the game would be where it is if Tyr didn't do what she did. If she never left Julia City. She's the catalyst for the game, alright? And she's a big old sweetheart. Strong-willed, that's for sure. And she's more than just Luke's girlfriend, you know, which is good. I love seeing you have Natalia, talking to Natalia, and having development and character growth with Natalia instead of just her boyfriend. Yeah, Tyr's always been kind of my third favorite of the party. Complex. I don't know if I would say she's complex. I don't know if I go that far. But next we have Luke. Luke is complex. He is the best protagonist in the story. His journey from spoiled rich kid brat to not knowing where he belongs, being downtrodden, to being pretty sad, to being, well, alive, finding his place in this world. It's a really powerful journey. He develops a lot. He's best development in the series, hands down. Yeah, sometimes I get irritated by his emotions, but that's kind of the point. Luke fills things with extremes. And learning your place and the meaning of your own purpose. Which also goes hand in hand with Asch. But which Asch only starts to really develop towards the end. We'll continue about Asch when we get to the God Generals. Yeah, I love Luke a lot. Jade is definitely my favorite. It's because he's so pretty, isn't it? No. Other than being funny, he is the catalyst of the entire situation of the game and why it exists. He created the very thing that made Luke. Everything that happened in the game ties back to Jade and what Jade did. Created Thumcree. Yeah, and he's gonna live with that. He plays it off like he doesn't care, but he does care. You can see from the game that it affects Jade. And he develops, learns to, let people in, I guess, a bit. And went for a lot as a kid to an adult. And he clearly doesn't have a very close relationship with his sister. And he didn't talk to her for years. His best friend's a Peony. He even tried to use his own memories to try to resurrect Neville when he was a teenager. And nearly killed himself doing it. Yeah, it's from the manga, by the way. Peony punched him for it. Jade's also really well written, let's be honest. He's the best mage in the series, bar none. Sorry that show his indignation, but it's okay. The cast overall is pretty good. Pretty good. Not my favorite Tales cast, no. My favorite cast is probably still Symphonia's. But this is definitely second place for my cast in the series. Now, yes, I guess party I would give well, let's talk about the villains. Now, I've praised the God Generals before, even in the other Tales games. I've talked about the God Generals. They are very complex, really well written. They have a lot of goals, a lot of complexity. You understand why they joined Ran, what they're doing, why. And honestly, they're parallels in every party member. What they could and could not accept about themselves. They're 100 times better than the Cardinals, and they are 1,000,000 times better than Lors. It's not even a contest. I remember in Symphonia, I said that the game was carried by Creo's Evil and Mythos, and I put them on God General tier. This game, no, you have the God Generals. You got 6 amazing characters, including Fan. If you really want to get technical. Which must be 7 then. The only downside is Mose. He's the Pope and Varley all wrapped in one. I'm already talking about my distaste for him. Ugh. And Mose stands out because he's such a bad villain. Badly written. I know everyone wants to sympathize with him, but no. If I had to see anything with the God Generals, I already said a piece of Greta earlier. They're probably Sync. We have Phil for him, but man, Sync can be irritating sometimes. His personality. They're probably say Dis. He doesn't change. Dis is Dis. He's a riot. He's still alive, by the way. That's really it. He's just funny. But he is pretty good and well written though. Then, I guess I would say, this is an order from worst to best, if I had to, by the way. Arietta. I liked Arietta. I feel for poor thing. She's really sweet, a good girl.
Really scary power ahead.
Kind of like Annis, she could sometimes be a little annoying.
Yeah.
But more
even
sympathetic, I
can
would
feel
say.
it.
I kind of wish we could have used
Master
her in battle.
Van is here.
Like at Arietta as a party member.
Once we go past this point, we probably can't come back.
Now it's Point No Return. We're gonna do a couple side quests after this. Oh no, bad
There's
place
no
for
need
side
to come
quests.
back.
I already told you
We're
how
going
low
to
side
defeat
quests are.
Van and put an
I just went
end
with the
to
lowest
everything.
because graphics. Oh well. Whatever.
You make it sound so simple.
It is. They believe that the planet's memory sets the future in stone, so they seek to erase it. We believe that the planet's memory is but one of infinite choices, that the future can be changed. I'm not particularly fond of this word, but our faith is simply different. We've reached a point where the matter cannot be resolved with words.
Yes, Van has Lorelei inside himself. If Lorelei perishes, the world will attempt to recover 7 phonons, destroying their balance. Luke, we've come here to stop that. It's not like the last time.
That's right.
We understand what Van is trying to do, and we cannot accept it.
Yeah, it's irresponsible to just erase everything and start all over again. If we were going to follow the score and die, it would be people's responsibility to accept that. But we realized along the way that we could work together to avoid that. So we're going to live our lives. We're going to walk our own path. We're going to shove the Commandant's ideas up his ass. Luke, I kept thinking about you and Ash. I wish that Ash would come back to Kumlaska and support Father together with you. But I was wrong. You and Ash each had your own path. I'd been trying to tie both of you down with a promise that was no longer valid. Ash is inside you now. In the past, I might have mixed you and Ash together in my mind. But you're you. So please, live the way you want to live.
Speaking of Ash,
Everything in my power
he's
to
definitely,
support you so you
actually his
can
second
do
favorite
that
to God Generals.
as your childhood friend.
You've barely begun
He
to
develops
be
a bit
you,
late.
and you
He'd
bear
be
the
very
weight
prickly and kind of a
countless
jerk.
lives.
And his
You have
Sundari
to
bullshit
live enough
gets
to
old
make up for
quick.
the lives you've consumed.
But
Yeah,
overall, I get it.
Just
I get his
7
struggles. I
years.
get why he acts the way he does.
covered in blood. What I'm saying
And he
is
does
cruel.
act the foiled Luke.
Live
Do well.
and live and keep living. The whole
I just
time
wish his development was a
carrying
bit
the
sooner.
weight of that mouth.
And I final scene with him is very
grief
really
and
sad
anger.
and strong. Honestly, it's
But I
unfortunate
won't
that
let you
Ash
carry it alone.
had to die like that.
I'm the same as you.
Just lose everything. I feel for him.
Even if the whole world rejected you, I'd still be here by your side.
I just wish the Sundari
I'm
crap
not
kind
like
of
the
died
6
earlier on.
god
That's all.
generals. I'm going to help you by staying
But I'll
alive.
still give a rose for Ash. He's still
Luke, let's
complex. Certainly.
go. So we can rewrite Van's future with our own.
And Largo's probably my favorite because of the story and connections to Talia and the
Yeah.
plot. And he brings up good questions and he's complex. I just end up with that. God. As I did back in the old reviews, I gave the Lords a 1 out of 10. They're shit. In fact, the Village General got a 1 out of 10 in Rise. Vesperia, I believe they also got kind of lower. Honestly, Vesperia's probably been demoted to my 4th favorite Tales game. I think I like Berseria more, if I have to be honest. Yeah, I'm kind of demoting Vesperia, sorry. Berseria's above it. My 3rd favorite. And of course the Cardinals were kind of packed. But overall, I remember I gave Symphonia's Villains a 7 out of 10. So what's Abysses? 9 out of 10. That's Abysses.
Can I have a moment?
What is it, Tyr?
Now this gives us some last development for Lagrata, at least. So I can't say I completely hate Lagrata. I don't. That's why I wanted to do this, to give Lagrata some development.
What's that?
You know.
Lagreta's
This is all a part of the Hyper Resonance Training side quest, if you remember that, by the way.
Dear Mysterica, if you were reading this letter, then I am no longer alive. So, it's time that I confess something to you.
She's interesting, at least. I'll give her that.
Tyr, I am a criminal who tried to kill your brother, Vandastelka. Van killed my brother, though even that was foretold by the score.
Set your world shackled.
Van Grants, for my brother!
Are you an Oracle Knight?
You bastard! Marcel trusted you, and you still sent him to the Battle of Cassidonia! You read the score! You knew he'd be wiped out!
The penalty for an ordinary soldier uncovering the closed score is death.
So what? Kim Laska was clearly losing at the North Cassidonia battlefield. There was no strategic advantage, no reason for Doth to intervene.
But it was read in the score. The score cannot be overturned.
You pulled him into your plans for the Order, and you killed him! How can you say that?
It was your brother who offered to assist me. I never once forced him. Do you hate me?
Yes!
Then let me make you my aide.
Don't mock me!
Velvet 2.0.
You can
Or
stand
beta?
at my side,
Velvet beta. Velvet beta.
and kill me at any time.
Velvet's
What
even
are
better
you
now.
trying to do?
Trying to see whether my life can defeat the score.
You'll regret this. I'll kill you. I swear it.
Oh, man. Yeah? You learned some stuff
And
there.
so I became Van's adjutant. I became your instructor in order to use you to kill Van. But through that, I learned of Van's past, and it resonated with me. So when your training was complete, I resolved to part with my former self. I felt your trust as I tutored you, and I betrayed you nevertheless. I do not ask for forgiveness, but I was concerned at your unquestioning view of me as an ideal. I am a mere human being. I wish not for you to follow me, but for you to follow your own idea. May you find happiness. Be well, Giselle Oslo.
So Legretta had her own painful experience with the score.
Yeah. Weird place they put it, honestly. I feel like it should have been mandatory,
Would
but
you
whatever.
please leave me alone for a bit?
Side quests, you deserve to be low ranked. For your bullshit. Put this, like, right at the end there. Come on.
Okay.
So I think I already said it, but yeah, the villain's got a 9 out of 10. In this game.
Major, I'm sorry.
Story. Story.
Tear.
I'm sorry. I'm fine now.
Okay. Just don't push yourself. But I guess you always push yourself.
You got a costume for this, by the way. It's for your school uniform. With a very interesting skit you're gonna get after you put it on. Oh god. The story, I think it's really well written. It does feel a little overlooked due to its big brother and little brother in the series, so. But it's a good story. Beginning, little slow here and there. But overall, it's absolutely wonderful. Story development, the characters. Story, the meetings, the themes. So well. Oh, brother. Turn this skit. But it looks like it's a bit small on me now. Where? It's perfect fit. Well, around my waist. My chest, I guess. Your chest? I must have gained weight. I always built too much muscle mass. Training. I wish I had that chest. It's all right, Diamonds. You just need to drink your milk. You'll grow as big as a cow. Yeah, I'll drink a gallon a day. I know they're not trying to be mean, but I feel like they're making fun of me. Aw. Teach game. Come on. For that mood, you get a 0 out of 10. No. Come on. Yes, the story can be a little wordy at times. It does throw a lot of techno babble at you. And beginning can be a little slow at points. But when it hits in the writing and story department. The world building's pretty good, pretty solid. Hell, I can say some of the skits get a little wordy. See, story department, it aged pretty well. The animations obviously have a lot more, animations to them and stuff. The models are a lot better than, like, Symphonia's character models. Which I still like, but, just not as cute. These are not as cute, though, but, whatever. Well, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Good story. Yeah. So I guess my overall score for the game was a 10 out of 10. Maybe it's a little bit of nostalgia, but it's my favorite game of all time. And Tell's game. Abyss, Symphonia, Berseria, Vesperia, Arise, and Dawn of New World in that order for me. I probably will play Graces at some point. Probably not for channel, but I don't know where I put Graces, though. Whatever. That's pretty much it. Yeah, 10 out of 10. That's my overall score for this game. It took out my old game of all time was Kingdom Hearts 2. And this game knocked Kingdom Hearts 2 out of the park. I think it's incredible. And I still think that, even going back, that has not changed at all. And that's it. Pretty much it. Next time, we're going to end the game. Bye-bye.